Welcome everyone, my name is Kay Kultop and this is a Stampin' Chat with Kay. So we are going to focus on the Garden Shed stamp set today. It's just kind of one of those little sleeper stamp sets that you see in the catalog and you think, oh, that's nice. And then you just kind of keep flipping. Well, in the new catalog, there was a sample that featured the Garden Shed and it was all in monochromatic colors. And I thought, oh, well, I could do that because I'm not real big into coloring, you know, especially really big images. I mean, I don't mind coloring a few flowers here and there, but it's not really my forte. And so I always kind of passed over Garden Shed. Well, then I saw this beautiful monochromatic card, all in purples, and I thought, well, my goodness, that would work for any color in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. And I thought, you know what, it's just going to look great with that new Just Jade color. It's a brand new in color that Stampin' Up! Will be introducing tomorrow. I'm sure many of my customers have their catalogs and have seen it already. Definitely one of my favorite colors of the new in colors. And I'm actually making this card for somebody. I'm specifically making it for my daughter. She is a gardener. She loves to garden. She just, nothing makes her happy than kneeling down in the dirt and planting things. She just loves every aspect of it, and she recently moved to California, so she needs a card from Mom. So as soon as I get this video done, I'm going to take my card and send it off to my daughter who lives in California. Good morning everyone. Okay, so let me show you, oh, I got so much to show you, not just that. We're gonna also get to see a card using retiring product. It uses the Varied Vases stamp set. I think it's called Varied Vases. You know, I'm not even sure right now, but I know it's retiring. And one of my downline members, Carmen Olson, sent me this. And I just had to share it with you because it's super cute. So here it is. And I did have a couple of customers order the stamp set in the last couple of weeks because they were like, oh, we're keeping the punch, but we're not keeping the stamp set. So if this stamp set has been on your wish list, it's a good time to get it now, today, before it's retired for good. All right, so this is a big thank you goes out to Carmen Olson. She's just a sweetheart. So she was sending me some money for demo meeting make and takes that we have coming up. And of course she put her money in a card. So how nice was that? I just love that. Another thing I want to share with you is I have the May 2020 Paper Pumpkin Kit put together. So this is the directions, and now I'm going to show you the cards that were, oh, I have it upside down. No, I don't. Do I? No, I don't. They just have the envelopes upside down. I was confused there for a second. But I'm going to show you the cards I made that were made just like the picture shows, and then I've got two alternative projects to share with you. So let me go ahead and show you those. So here is one of the cards made just like they suggest. So you can make all of your cards for your Paper Pumpkin Kit just exactly like Stampin' Up! Suggests. And I often do that, especially if I get my hands on an extra kit because they're just so quick and easy, and then I can just quickly get them off to make somebody's day. And it was really cute. Look at that. Cute, cute, cute. And this was the Paper Pumpkin stamp set that actually sold out way before because it was featuring some in colors, some new in colors from Stampin' Up! So here's another one made just as directed. Hold on, I'm getting it together. Here it is. And here's the inside. I always like to put little things on the inside. So that was a really nice stamp set. I'll show you the stamp set in a second too. So that one had rainbows, and then the very last one featured clouds. So here is another decorated envelope, and here is one with clouds. And one thing that Stampin' Up! Did, which I think is a great idea, is they used vellum behind the clouds to kind of soften up the card. That looks so cool, you guys. I got to remember that, to put vellum behind my clouds. I love that idea. So here's that was the third one that was suggested by Stampin' Up! That you could create with your kit. Here's a couple of items that on the back page of the brochure, Stampin' Up! Also gives you alternative ideas. So if you do want to take your items from your Paper Pumpkin Kit and make something a little bit different than the cards that they're suggesting, and you guys just wait till you see this, you're gonna love it. So here's one of the little boxes made up. This uses the little pizza box from Stampin' Up. And I want to show you what you can put inside this little pizza box. So you can get yourself, you can use the same stamp set and the same supplies, and I want to show you 4 adorable 3x3 cards that you can make up using this set. So you just make the cards up from the items in your paper pumpkin kit, but just make them up as to little 3x3s. Isn't that cute? So that's one of them. Let me show you another. Oh, happy day. My dad used to say, happy days are here again. He used to say that all the time when something good happened. So I like this set. Let me show you another. This one has a little rainbow. Isn't that cute? And all 4 of these cards fit perfectly in a little mini pizza box. And here's the final one. So don't the words just have so much more impact when you see them on a little 3x3 card? I think that's what's really fun about little 3x3s is they just are so bold. Of course, these colors are so fantastically amazing as well. So all of them fit just perfectly into this cute little pizza box, which on the outside says you're amazing. So again, the 3x3 ideas along with the pizza box idea, and then here's a cute alternative idea for you that looks like this. And I'm going to hold this up kind of close so that you guys can see this edging. Do you recognize that? It's from the Ornate Borders dies. There's a little ornate border with those little tiny circles. So that's kind of a new product that's coming out. So, yay! Hey you! Thanks for watching my Facebook Live today. Alright, so that is what I wanted to share with you from our May Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now, don't forget the deadline to sign up for the June Paper Pumpkin Kit is coming up on June 10th. Of course, I wouldn't wait till June 10th. It is limited supply, so it's better to sign up sooner than later. So if you aren't already a member of Paper Pumpkin, you might want to consider it. It's going to be a box of sunshine kit. And I've been sharing the information with my customers in my customer newsletter, so that is important to check out if you're interested in doing that. Hold on a sec. I'm dropping things here. All right, so let's get on to our card that we're making today. We're going to use some new things, as I mentioned, some Just Jade paper, along with Flowers for Every Season 6x6 Designer Series paper. I'll hold it up here. I hope you can see it. Maybe I have to go back further. So this is just half of the papers. And you can see all the different pretty colors. It uses a lot of the in colors. Actually, all of the in colors. We've got Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, and then there's 2 other colors, Whisper White and Poppy Parade. So that's one side. Here's the other side that show the other half of this pack of Designer Series paper. This is a pack of 48 papers. If you're part of my paper shares that I'm doing, you will get one of each of those sheets in your product share, or your paper share rather, and I have all of that information on my blog at Stamping to Share. It's 119 pieces of 6x6 paper. It includes all of the Designer Series paper, it includes all of the 6x6 paper that's available, and it includes the other some other new fun papers and glimmer that's brand new to this Stampin' Up! Catalog. And then I also offer it in 6x12. So if you're interested, be sure to check out my blog post. The 6x12 will be 53 sheets of 6x12 paper, and then all the rest 132 other sheets of 6x6 paper. So that we double up on some things there for the 6x12 share. All right, there's the stamp set Garden Shed. So let's get going, and we'll make this card, everybody. Okay, so let us get started. The first thing that we're going to be doing is stamping on onto our Just Jade paper, and a nice complementary color to Just Jade is Shaded Spruce. So if you already have Shaded Spruce, that's great because it looks great stamped on the Just Jade. It's just a little bit darker than the Just Jade, so it shows up really nicely. Let me go ahead and make sure I've got this set up properly. I feel like I don't. I feel all crooked. Hold on. There, hopefully that's better. All right, so here we go. We've got the Shaded Spruce. We're going to open this up. And I have a scrap of Just Jade paper, and then I have my beautiful Garden Shed, and we're just going to ink that up because the first thing we're going to do is stamp this. And you can see I just recently re-inked this, so you just want to stamp this down onto some scrap Just Jade, and there you go. And you can get it as close as you want as long as they're not overlapping, because what you're going to do next is fussy cut these images. I'm not going to share with you how to fussy cut because I think you all know how to do that. I did do this earlier so that I would have it fussy cut in advance. So I will move that out of the way. And here they all are, just fussy cut with a paper snips all the way around. It was super easy, didn't take very long. The next thing I want to do is I want to share with you a brand new punch that Stampin' Up! Is offering. And it's really cool. Oh, shoot, can I even remember the name of it? I can, because I wrote it on the bottom here. It's the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. And so I got this with my pre-order with Stampin' Up! I was super excited about it because it punches in 3 different sizes, and you get 2 different options at the edge or at the end. And the 3 sizes are 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and a 1/2 inch. So I just want to share with you. So I took some paper and I cut it so that you guys could see. I'm going to show it here. Let me grab a piece of scrap. I'll lay this on here so you can see. So this is kind of the squared off end. So you can see this is the 1/2 inch, the 3/4 inch, and the 1 inch. Look at those 3 really cool options for making tags or for layering up labels. I love that. And then I'm just going to move these a little bit so you can see the other side. It gives you another option on the other side of the punch. So again, you have a 1 inch option, 3/4, and a 1/2 inch option. And this just gives it a little bit different look. And I just love it. It's so pretty. So this was really something I was excited about. I mean, I can't even tell you how much I love this punch. So when you're using it, if you have any problems seeing it line up perfectly, see how that lines up perfectly? It's still a good idea to flip it over and punch so that you can make sure that it's flat to the back, because it has to be totally flat to the back, and it has to be cut pretty accurately into your strips in order to get really good punch outs. And so what we're going to do is we are going to use this punch right now and get our sentiment punch for this card. Did I show you the card? I don't think I did. So here's the card. Sorry about that. And it is so pretty. And again, this is a monochromatic card using the Just Jade. So it's kind of all the colors. And then it's just really, just look at that. Just so pretty. I can't wait to send this off to my daughter. All right, so here we go. Our first measurement of the day is 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches. And we're going to be using our shimmery white paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch first, and then I'm going to stamp it just because I don't want to be stamping it and then having to wait a long time for it to dry before I can touch it in order to punch it. So this again is cut at 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to use the one that has the little bit of a peak to the end of it. So I'm going to put it in here, and just to double check, making sure it's nice and flat to the back, I can flip it over, and then just, if it doesn't, you know, just make sure it's nice and flat to the back, and then when you do your punch out, it's going to look just perfect. So again, put it in here, and then I flip it over and make sure it's nice and flat to the back, and give it a punch. And there we have a beautifully and perfectly punched piece. And I have another one here that is already ready and prepped, but I did want to show you what the other one looks like, just so you could see. So you can do the exact same thing, just put it in there. Again, make sure it's nice and flat to the back. Give it a punch. Do the same thing to this side. And it looks good, give it a punch. Oh no, but you have to pay attention to what side you're punching on. As you can see, I have a flat one here and a peaky one there. Oh well, that's okay. I can just show people what the two different sides look like. All right, so here we go. We're going to do some stamping now. So I have my sentiment that we're going to put on the outside. I just inked it up, and I'm inking it up again with shaded spruce. I'm going to set this in. Give it a press, and we'll do the same thing to the other one. Perfect. This one is a little bit low, so I think I'm going to flip it over as long as we have two sides, and I'll give it another shot here. Actually, I need to bring it in a little closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Just perfect. And then I want to share with you. Uh-oh, I just got ink on my hands. Hold on, hold everything. I gotta find my, well, here we go. I wanted to find my chamois. Some of you were telling me the last Facebook Live, lately I've just been getting ink on my fingers constantly. I don't know what my problem is. I hardly ever get ink on my fingers, but lately I've just been really kind of a mess. But some of you were telling me that hand sanitizer works great. I cannot use hand sanitizer. Well, I can, I mean, but I have to be very careful about it because I have a little bit of psoriasis on my fingers, and you can't imagine how that stings my hands when I put hand sanitizer on my hands. So I have to be careful. I can't just be randomly using sanitizer with some of my skin issues. All right, so here we go. We're going to take some of these cute little in color enamel dots, and we're going to put a little dot on each side, except there's a problem. I don't have my little enamel dots nice and handy. Maybe they're on the other side of the room. I'll just check. Nope, I think I still have them packed up. We were out of town this weekend. We were just enjoying life up at the cabin, and I think I still have them packed up. So I'm not going to open this, but just imagine that when we're all done, I will dig those out, and I'll decorate these up with the ends, and they'll look just like this card here, so that when our winners get a card mailed to them, they will get the one that is properly decorated. But I don't want to open this pack because this is going to be my giveaway pack, and I only have 2 packs because we were limited on how many things we could pre-order. So let me show you the rest of putting this card together. It's really simple from here on out because we have all our stamping done, and we have everything fussy cut. So now it's just a matter of putting it together. So we have our beautiful Just Jade. It's 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. And I'm just going to use my bone folder here in the back. Just get this all pressed down really nicely. Perfect. And then I'm also going to use shimmery white paper on the inside. Shimmery white paper adds such an elegant look to your card. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this lovely Flowers for Every Season 6x6 Designer Series paper, and I've cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. It's just beautiful. Here's the other side. A little bit bright for me. I'm not a huge fan of that intensity, although in honor of this Facebook Live, I did wear a really bright shirt today. But I like this a lot better. It's a lot more calming to me. So this is the side I'm going to use. And we're going to put that directly onto our card. So I can do that with multi-purpose liquid glue, or I can use snail. So today I'm just going to use snail because it's nice and handy. So we're going to set this on and just center it in so that all 4 borders are nice and even. And then we're going to do the same thing to this side. And we'll use snail. Today's the last day, I believe, that you can buy snail as well, because that also is going to be discontinuing. And starting tomorrow, we'll have a new product called Seal. Of course, I won't have it immediately because I also will need to place an order tomorrow to get some of the new things. So here we have a 3/4 inch strip of the Designer Series paper. Now you could cut this 3/4 inches by 4 inches, but I just have it as a strip, and then I'll trim it even with the edge. So I'm just going to put some snail on the left side here of my inside panel, and we'll just set that in, and then I'll trim it once it's down. That's always a super nice and easy way to do it. So let me get this on. Then we're going to take our scissors and we'll just trim that up. So I've got my paper snips here. And we'll do the same thing over here, just trim that even. And there we go. And then we're just going to do the tiniest little bit of stamping on the inside. So I'm going to, again, ink it up with the shaded spruce, and we're just going to put some flower pots just like that on the inside panel. Just adds a little something to the inside. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to tone this down just a shade. We're going to make this kind of look like a misty morning, and we've got some vellum. So this is 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And we're going to take those stamped and fussy cut images of the garden shed. We're going to put that on these 2 vellum panels. So I'm just going to put it down with some snail. And you want to put it so that it's on the right-hand side. And you want to get it fairly close to the top. You want to have a bigger gap at the bottom than you do at the top, because at the bottom left is where your sentiment is going to go. So there's one, and we'll do the exact same thing to this one. So just set it in here and just make sure you have some room at the bottom for your sentiment. So now I'm going to put this on my card. Again, I'm just going to use some snail. And we'll set this right here on our card. And you just want to center it right in on that Designer Series paper and give that a press. And you're going to do the same thing to this one. This is a very easy, super easy card to put together because we don't have any ribbon wraps. We just don't have too much to worry about here. Beautiful. Now we're going to take these sentiments. We'll just add some dimensionals to the back. And then they'll be ready to go onto our card. So let me give a peek here at the comments. You guys like this? Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, Philomena's saying that one side's a little bright for her too. Yeah. You know, some people love that, and that's great. And, you know, if I find just the right papers to put behind it, I'll probably like it a lot better too. But for right now, whew, it kind of hurts the eyes a little bit. All right, so then we're going to set this in here just a little bit so that your left and bottom edges are about even. Do the same thing over here, and then we will add our inside panels, which is easy to do. Just take your snail, put some edges here, put a little snail edge along the top. You'll open up your card base and just set this in like so. So simple. And that is our card. And I am very sorry I did not dig my enamels out quick enough. I prepared this card last week and just thought, well, maybe I want to take these enamels to the cabin. So I threw them in my bag, my overnight bag, and I just didn't unpack them yet. So here they are. Imagine these going here and here, because that's where they will go eventually. But this will be the giveaway when I do the drawing on Thursday. So tomorrow is Happy New Catalog Day, so I'm excited about that. So I hope you guys are too, that you have your shopping lists all planned and prepared. And if you're one of my customers and you want some assistance, I've already got lists here sitting by my computer, and I'll be placing those orders as soon as I can, which will be, I believe it's noon Mountain Time, that we will be able to place our first orders with Stampin' Up! Out of the new catalog. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.